everybody. Welcome to our first Opreas Open Mic podcast. So my name is Erin Oprea. This is my husband, Sean Oprea.
Hello, everybody.
We are going to be talking about all things life, from plants to dogs to design to fitness
Finance,
to nutrition.
maybe, like raising families, anything. It is an open mic, and that's the whole point of it.
So sometimes we'll have guests. Sometimes it will just be him and I talking. You guys will be sending in questions, whatever. But today we decided, what did we decide to do?
Today, we actually did get some questions on Erin's Instagram, and you guys sent in a bunch of great ones, and we pared it down to maybe like 5 to 10 each, and we're going to go back and forth and answer those questions that you asked of us.
But you didn't say what the questions were about. Duh. The questions are about, it's just a get to know each other. Not for us to get to know each other, for you guys to get to know us. So
I am
you guys
also
wrote
curious
questions
about some of these answers.
So we didn't go over this ahead of time, but here we go. So you ready? First
Absolutely.
question. Tons of them. Why are you not a pilot anymore? How did you become a pilot? And what kind of planes did you fly? That's all one question. Let's go, buddy. Let's go. Give it to him.
I had wanted to fly since high school. A good friend of mine, Aaron Misko, got me flying. And that's when I started. Went to Ohio University for aviation. And I got my aviation degree. I flight instructed for about 4 or 5 years. And what I really wanted to do was fly big wigs in small jets. And I did it. I got my first job down here flying Lear 35s out of Nashville. And I flew that for about 4 years or so. And it was a charter organization. And I was on call all the time. So it was like 45 minutes I had until I got to the plane, got whoever was flying, and headed out to all over the nation. So,
and then what did you end flying?
That happened about let's see, a few years after we were married.
No, but what plane were you flying? What was your last plane?
Oh, my last plane was a Hawker 4000.
And then why did you stop flying? Because you just wanted to work with me every day?
I just really wanted to be more with you.
It wasn't enough.
There wasn't enough time with Erin. Oh God, I hated going in private jets to all these destinations and being alone with my buddy. I hated it. So later on in my career, I did get laid off. It was a huge bummer. But at that point, we were married and we had kids and we had a family. You had your business. And so I tried to find some flight jobs around town. It's much easier to find flight jobs if you travel and move and in a different state. And some opportunities came up, but they were not good enough to uproot my love, my family, to go do that. So what happened was I tried for a little bit. It didn't work in town. And what we transitioned to is business together. And I ended up basically starting everything Oprea. And now your empire is because of me.
It's all because of Sean. I didn't do any work. I just sit down and watch him do all the work.
She just sits there and looks pretty. And you know what? You guys just fall for it when I'm running stuff behind the scenes.
I'm a huge believer is teamwork makes dream work. So I feel like tag team, baby. We did it. Don't leave me hanging.
This episode of Oprea's Open Mic is brought to you by AG1.
AG1. You might say, why AG1? This stuff is freaking amazing. You've seen me talk about it. I'm obsessed with it. I've been doing it for a year, 2 years. I love it for the pre and probiotics. It helps me with gut health, helps with bloat, but it also has 75 vitamins and minerals.
And that's why I take it. That's my multivitamin in powder form.
All in one scoop. That's all you need. Put it in water, shake, 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 chug-a-lug-a-lug.
So wait, how do you take it?
Water chug.
How much water?
I don't put very much water.
She does not put very much water into it.
Just enough for a shot, baby. Take it down like a champ.
I mix it into a fruit smoothie, and I put a little bit of mushroom powder in there. I get my AG1 in there, and then I get this nice mix of fruit, frozen fruit, water, blend it together, and then I take it that way, and it is delicious every single morning.
So you go through my link in my bio on Instagram, Erin Oprea. You're going to get 5 free travel packs plus the year's supply of vitamin D3. It's the best D3.
That D3 is great. It's diluted in olive oil. That oil helps it digest better, correct?
Yep. And I just put a drop on my tongue.
She puts it right into her tongue. I put it into the straw of my smoothie. So my first sip gets that right in.
There you go. Go grab some AG1,
Get
baby.
your AG1 today.
All right, your turn. Ask me a question.
Yeah. So many of you know that Erin was a Marine. She is a former Marine. And Anthony Ryan asks, how has your military career helped shape life after the USMC or just life in general?
Oh, so much of who I am today comes from my 9 years in the Marine Corps. The Marine Corps definitely, I think I went in so young, so I don't really know life much before that. But I think I was already.
I'm going to interrupt her like she interrupted me. I mean, what kind of Marine were you? What did you do?
I did lots of fun stuff. So I was a turret gunner, actually. It was my first deployment to Iraq. I was a turret gunner. My second deployment, I was attached to the infantry and did security checkpoints and stuff like that in Fallujah, which is crazy. That was a crazy world ago.
And this was all before. I met her after she got out of the Marines. But anyway.
So the Marine Corps 100% made me who I am today. It has taught me structure, discipline, never give up when things are hard.
How to argue, how to fight.
I don't lose. I don't lose. Whatever, Sean. But no, I think structure, discipline. And with starting careers and starting businesses, things don't always succeed, right? And you have to realize when it's low, you just have to keep pushing, even when it sucks. And I feel like I learned so much of that drive. I was probably driven before, but I think so much of the drive comes from my military time, I'd say.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
I'd say. All right, so.
Hit me. What's next?
A lot of people know that the kids are my kids, that we married with 2 kids, and they want to know what
Stepdaddy. They call me stepdaddy. Can I?
They do not.
Hey, stepdaddy, can I get a hug? They ask me that all the time. It's very sweet.
That's so not true.
Hey,
but one, they want to know, how hard was it to marry into having 2 kids? And are the kids, do you feel like you're more just a friend to them, or do you feel like you're actually a stepdad? Like a father figure?
Easily, I'm a parent. Yeah. And what made it easy in the beginning, as far as the parent side, was Erin and I were on the same page. And she helped. One of the biggest things that I can say coming into that situation is that very early on, I knew that there was room for me, right? Erin was a great parent, loving mother, very active. Erin does all kinds of things. Took them on trips, took them to soccer, was their soccer coach, and did all kinds of things all day. But there was still room. Like it didn't feel like I was intruding when there was space for me. And so that made it really easy. But also in the beginning, it didn't bother me. It's not like it was a surprise that she had kids. I knew that they were there, and it wasn't even a second thought, really. It was just that that hot blonde had kids. And the first time I even met you, they were screaming on the sidelines of the soccer game.
We met playing soccer. That's going to be a question because everyone else.
It just didn't faze me, is all. I couldn't even tell you why.
Hey, I want to actually share a funny story from when we first met. So we met. Make
it short.
We met playing soccer. What was one of the first things that the kids came up to you? Like, it was we'd probably dated like 2
It wasn't very long.
Like maybe 2 times.
I remember quite clearly.
We got out of the car.
And we met at the soccer fields like we always do. And I parked separately. I saw her across the parking lot. The kids were right in tow like little ducklings. And, I go up there to give Erin a hug or say hi or high five. I have no idea. But before I could do anything, Hayden points at Erin's crotch and goes, "Mom's bleeding."
Mom's bleeding right there.
Right there. And just points.
Good thing I'm not shy.
And good thing it didn't bother me.
That's just the nature of parenting, right? You're going to get the truth. All right, Your turn to ask me a question.
All right. You have a lot of professions. You have a lot of desires and businesses. But if you could have any profession besides what you do now, you can't choose that, what would it be? And that's from Boofy Lynn. Thank you, guys.
So there's actually 2. One is design. I really love design, but I think I'm kind of already doing it with doing the Airbnb and getting to design. So I guess I can't say since I'm already kind of doing that.
Can't say it.
I do
She
love
specifically
design.
asked, besides doing what you do now.
Besides that is one of the careers I'm doing now. I would say I would love to be a vet.
Yeah, that did come up actually recently.
I would love holistic vet, nutrition with animals. Natural nutrition, I think, would be my vibe.
I would like to bring into our conversation a sad yet poignant yet rude comment you made the other day, and we have had this health scare with our German Shepherd, Kobe, and we're working through it. And he's better. He's gaining a little bit weight. He's a happy dog, and we're working on it.
We're getting to the bottom of it.
But nonetheless, it was super scary. The vet was pretty sure he had cancer. Everything was pointing at it. And,
I didn't mean
sad.
this mean.
It's sad. You put it out into the universe. And I'm sitting there, I'm trying to comfort her, and she's losing it. And she goes, I don't know. He's my best friend. If I lose him, I don't know why I want to be around anymore. And I'm right in front of her.
I mean, I do love Sean, but Kobe's
I'm right there.
My world was about to come to an end.
No, I was right there. I'm still there. I didn't have a possibility of having cancer.
All right, now fire off your question.
Leaf Chick, thank you again for your question. Do you ever have a day or two you don't want to walk, run, or work out?
I would say not walk. I have a day that maybe I don't want to work out.
That's fair to say.
But I always want, even on the days I don't want to walk, I can say, well, I'm going to have a couch day. That's what I call it.
No, never lasts very long.
And I lay there till like 9 o'clock, like on a Sunday, and then be like, this is boring. Let's go.
Oh
and so, no, not really.
I get my hopes up, right? She's like, oh, I want a couch day all day. And my hopes go skyrocket so high. And then maybe an hour and a half later, it's like, you want to go on a walk with the dogs?
Yes.
Without a destination for the next 3 hours?
Perfect. That's a perfect Sunday. I'm laying there. I was like, oh, you know what we're going to do? We're going to have McDonald's delivered to our house and get Egg McMuffins. We did do that. Sean
I'm never using a food delivery company again. Why? You order something that simple. It takes 2 hours to get to you. It costs twice as much. You could have driven there 3 times and just got off your lazy butt, and I would have gotten you.
You can go do it. I'm staying in my jammies.
I'm not going to do it anymore. I will get off my lazy butt and get me some lazy food.
All right.
You're up.
I am up. It is my turn to ask you a question. Do you miss being a pilot? Are you happy in the career you're in now? And actually, what is your career? You haven't actually told anybody.
Questions. You hear? I ask one question.
You haven't told anybody actually what your job is now either.
So, absolutely, I miss being a pilot. It's what I wanted to accomplish. I went to school for it. I was very focused. I worked very hard, and I achieved exactly what I wanted to achieve. And I do miss it. I don't think about it very often at all. But yeah, I mean, it's what I wanted to do for my entire life. But things change, and I'm a maneuverable guy. I don't really sit and dwell on things.
You never actually do. You never do.
If I dwell on anything, it's very inconsequential things that don't mean anything to anybody but me.
And he's full of useless knowledge.
What do I do for the company now? I also am a personal trainer.
There you go.
And
he does all the behind the scenes, all the tech, because I don't even know how to turn on a computer.
I go home to home and train with clients in the morning, and I get home, and then I get on the computer, and I'll work the payroll, and I'll work the taxes, and I'll work
There we go.
So anything in the back
Next question.
end. Wow. Getting the hook. Okay. How about this? It's from Mel Coker Beha. Thank you for all your questions.
I didn't write names.
I did, because I am nice. She's not nice. You're going to find that out.
Let's go.
Uh-huh. What annoys you about me?
His ice chewing. It is like somebody taking their finger. I just want to hit it. It drives me up the wall. I was like, I'm going to throw you across the room if you don't chew your ice. Like, literally.
Let's be very fair. She's not that strong to throw this big man across the room.
Who do you think it might be stronger?
Me. Bar none. You can't even lift your own suitcases down the steps.
I don't carry my suitcases down after knee surgery. I'm like, I
married a strong, independent woman, and now every time we leave town, she goes, come get my suitcase. I can't want to take it down one flight of stairs.
He's got to be good for something.
Even though I lift heavy weights all day long.
You got to be good for something besides just trying to be pretty. My little Ken.
She ain't no Barbie. Those feet are not Barbie feet.
Whatever. My bunions make a V for victory. All right, next question.
Erin, have you always been fit and healthy, or did something happen to alter that process? Asked Donna.
I would say I've always been into not necessarily working out, but I've been certified to train since I was 18. So I've been a certified trainer since I was 18, but I did graduate high school at the age of 16. and was not into fitness right away. I played soccer, so I played sports, but didn't love working out, didn't love to run, but fell in love with it. When my ex-husband was a Marine, I fell in love with fitness because I had nothing else to do on base when I was married to him. This is before I joined the Marines.
She thought the Marines looked fun.
And then I was like, oh, that looks fun. You could do a camping. But so I loved to work out at the age of 17 and a half. And then nutrition. I mean, you were
always active.
Yeah,
sure.
Always active. Yeah. But nutrition never played a role in my life until when I was getting ready to leave for my second deployment. My dad, they had a going away party for me, and my dad died of a massive heart attack. He was tall, skinny. He was 180 pounds.
Also active man.
6'5", super active, did big bike rides, and died of a massive heart attack.
Never got to meet the man.
Best dude ever.
I don't really have any regrets, but like that's not even something I guess you can regret. I regret not meeting him. He was amazing, but he's one of my best friends. And now I have my mother-in-law. Not worth it.
She actually said on here, she said, make sure he knows he has the best mother. She wrote that question. But no, that is why when he died of a massive heart attack, being tall, lean, healthy, what we perceive as healthy, that's when nutrition became a huge passion of mine. So I've always been active, got into weight training about 17 and a half, got certified at 18, joined the Marine Corps at 20, yeah. And there you go.
How old were you when you married me? You don't even remember, do you?
31.
There you go.
31. I was married 11 years prior to him.
We beat her first marriage.
There you go. Oh, it's my turn to ask a question.
Come on.
All right, so they want to know, do you have a lot of input on the design, all the design stuff that I love doing? Do you enjoy doing it? Do you have an input?
I get asked for my input, but my input doesn't matter. Let's be very clear.
Depends on the day.
And her brain has the ideas, right? So I have a creative mind, but she has that focus and that purpose that she wants to get at, and you find it. But you always ask me. I quite often say, why are you asking me? Because you don't go along with what I say anyway. But you try and include me. It just doesn't feel genuine.
And do you love plants as much as I do?
No, I love it. I love our house. No, I don't love them as much as you do, but I love our plants.
I like to shine my leaves and talk to my plants.
I do not do that.
All right, next question.
This is a tough one. This is from May Bessam 3. What is your favorite memory of you and your boys?
Man, I have so many memories. We spent, when they were younger, I had no money. When I say broker than broke, I mean, my kids qualified for free lunches at school, but I was determined to.
And she married a sugar daddy. Go ahead.
That's the furthest thing from the truth. But, yeah, so we had no money, but we had time. So we spent a lot of time together. And I would say some of the best memories were just as soon as they came home from school, before sports, we played outside. Like we would play games like who can kick this or hit the tennis ball over the telephone wires and things like that. Just the memories of free play, car rides to soccer practice. Maybe you just kind of hear everything in the car.
Yeah. No, she's right about that.
Those kind of memories are probably some of the
kids
strongest.
Opened up in the car, right?
Very much.
All the conversations happened quite a bit in the car, and that continued on and even into adults, I think.
And then getting to coach them was a pretty cool memory until I decided one day I just had my fill and I was done.
Coach Caesar, we apologize. We were his assistant coaches. Mid-season, we had our fill. He was an awesome coach. Amazing. Love the guy. Love his family. Wendy, his wife. And then mid-season, we just said,
see ya. But yeah.
Okay.
All right. What is the biggest challenge of having stepchildren?
It's balancing what you believe your kids should be raised, like or how or in what direction, right? With knowing that your wife has had a vision for their future and their upraising for a longer time than you have, right? And so I want to give that opinion, and I quite often do, but I have to defer and shut up at a moment when when her parenting style kicks in. And I think every parenting couple has that, right?
I think whether they're step or not, I feel like
every
that's
parenting couple,
because everyone's raised differently.
Everybody has different ideas on how their kids are raised. So it may not be unique, but I have found that for me, right? When I want to do something.
I actually want to do an episode about step parenting. We won't dive into it now, but I want to do a good
I should
deep
be on
dive.
that one. I'm like an expert.
And I'm not.
Yeah.
So you can be the expert.
You don't know nothing about step parenting.
I've never been one.
You shouldn't even
actually,
be on that episode.
That was a question. Do you have any kids of your own?
No. We're not even sure my stuff works.
Because we actually tried for kids for 9 months.
About 9 months.
And we said if it doesn't happen, it's not happening. And that was when we first got married. And obviously not me because I have 2 kids. All right, next question.
Yeah, but you were old by the time we tried. I mean, old.
Yeah.
Old.
These women are going to kill you for saying that. Yeah, actually,
come get me.
Come get them. But no. So, no, he has no kids. Just basically the boys are his. The kids look at him basically as a dad because he's been with them since the beginning of elementary
They've
school.
always called me Sean. They did try to call me dad in the very beginning.
And I stopped
And they
that
were
one.
3 and 5. Yes, they were 3. No.
4 and 6.
4 and 6. Excuse me. They were 4 and 6, and it was almost automatic. I don't even think they thought very much of it because I was around a lot. And then we were like, "Hey, you get one dad.
You have one dad."
We're trying to make myself comfortable as well because that was really quick. And then they've called me Sean ever since, and haven't had a problem with it. And I check in every once in a while, and I say, "Hey, when I say that you're my kids, does that bother you?" And so I check in every few years, and it's never bothered them yet. I'm waiting for the day that they say yes. Or
they've actually never said,
no,
"You're not my dad."
You're not my dad.
Growing up, they never said, "You're not my dad."
But
you can't say that.
I had to come back. I was just
but
waiting.
But it never happened.
I was just waiting for it and be like, "Not your dad." Well, I sleep with your mom. I was gonna.
Boy, you're terrible. Who you don't want step parenting advice from. All right, next question, buddy. Let's move.
From K.H. Wood. What is the number one thing that helps you feel your best besides exercise? And she's right because exercise is right up there. When you're in a foul mood, I ask you to go
jump rope.
Go jump rope.
Yes.
Kick her out of the house.
But I would say hands down being with the dogs. The dogs are very comforting to me. They bring me such a sense. I just want to lay on the floor, snuggle, cuddle, kiss them. I say, "Give me kisses. Give me kisses." And Shaq goes, So, yes, the dogs. The dogs are, whether it be walking the dogs, snuggling with the dogs, playing with water with the dogs, whatever. It's with the dogs.
Which is amazing. I roll my eyes, but they get love, they get attention, they get play. Tired dogs are good dogs, and Erin, you do more of that in our house than I do. I help, obviously.
Teamwork, but yes, I take the mass majority of that.
Absolutely.
But I don't do any computer work either.
None. You don't even know how to turn on a computer.
I don't know how to turn a computer on. All right.
Hit me with another question.
It's another question for you. Where did you get your sense of humor, and where are you from? I'm asking 2 in that one.
You have asked 2 or 3 in that.
All right.
I need to start doubling up my questions. So I grew up near Cleveland, Ohio, in Berea, Ohio.
That's where we actually got married. That was another question. We got married there.
Yeah,
I wanted a wedding
She wanted an outdoor wedding.
I wanted a wedding on the beach.
And she got it in a gazebo in Berea, Ohio in November.
In the snow. Thank you. All right.
You're welcome.
And what was that?
It was outdoors.
What did I just ask you?
I don't remember. No, I grew up near Cleveland, Ohio, and Ohio is so much better than California. Everybody knows
That's
this.
where I'm from.
And
whatever. I grew up in San Diego.
Yeah, you need to find that question. I have no idea what you asked.
Wow. How did I just
Did you keep asking multiple questions?
Oh, my goodness.
I'm following the rules.
I forgot what I just
You are not.
asked
She is
you.
not a rule follower.
All right, go back. Go back and ask me a question. I'll figure it out what I asked you.
All right. So, what is the most overrated/underrated part of fitness? That's from Meg Teeny. I like this one. That's a double question.
I feel like the most overrated is people obsessing over every little thing. Overrated. Yes. I'd say obsessing over every little thing instead of
do I work out first or do I run first or that little stuff? You just got to go do it.
Do I do this first? Do I do that first? Do I do this exactly how long? Just do it. Just move. Actually, I made it super simple on my app. You just hit start. But
Pretty Muscles?
Yeah, my Pretty Muscle app. But literally, I think overthinking is the overrated part. Overthinking fitness. And what is the most underrated? Moving your body. Just moving your body. I feel like it's not really underrated but many
people don't think it's good enough, right? Like they're not.
But as you get older.
Are you talking about underrated like is in walking?
Just walking.
Just moving?
Just move your beautiful body. It's worth it. You feel amazing. You get your vitamin D. You get sunshine. You get energy. You get happy dogs or happy kids.
You have a lot of quotes, but one of my favorites, and it relates to that, is don't feel like moving is something you have to do because you've been sitting there for so long. Think of having a seat should be a break from moving so much, right? Like try and shift your brain around where it's like just because you got up for 30 minutes, right, isn't your day. You should be up and moving as much as you can and then have a seat as opposed to watching Netflix for so long.
And then, of course, as you get older, if you're not doing strength training, ladies, you are missing out. You have to do weights.
That's underrated, right?
You have to do weights. Weights. All right. Last question for you. What is your biggest pet peeve about me? I got to say about the ice for you. Oh. But what is it for me?
I think it's you drive me absolutely bonkers when you say we're going to do something and then my mind is on that, right? And I can kind of go with the flow, but I still want a plan. And then you just don't follow it. Hey, let's go on a 3-mile run. I'd love to go on a 3-mile run with you. And then we end up going 5. What? I was ready for 3.
I actually do that all the time.
All the time.
Oh, let's go have drinks tonight. Nah,
no.
Never mind.
Oh, yeah. Hey, let's go out, just you and me, and we'll have drinks. And then the evening comes, and it's like, I don't want to. And like, I was looking forward to it, right? We go out maybe once a week, and I'm like, yeah, I want to have drinks. Let's go. You're always more fun when you're kind of tipsy anyway. Most of the week's tough. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get you a little loose.
You're so full of it. Whatever, but I do that a lot.
You do.
All right, guys. This was fun.
No, I have another question.
Okay, wrap it up.
I will.
Wrap it up, buddy.
All right. So I appreciate all your questions. Everybody gave some amazing questions, and we pared it down. So some of you we missed, and I apologize. But I wanted one from the heart.
Okay. Oh, shit. Shoot.
So when we were dating, early, okay, I remember this drive. We sat there on a drive back to the house, and we asked each other what body part we liked the least on each other.
And we were honest.
Absolutely. She said my calves. Like, she likes good definition in muscles, and I basically didn't have any calves. And I said her feet. They are, it's not like I'm a big foot guy. I even brought that up earlier. It's just they're so ugly.
Whatever. They have beautiful calluses. They can exfoliate your legs for you.
She's hard on her feet, right? She played soccer a lot. She runs a lot. And she had her bunions, and they're wonky. They're wonky.
They're a V for victory.
All right, here's my last question. Now, after 15 years of marriage, what is your least favorite part of my body?
Oh, geez. That's a hard one at this point.
Lay it on me, sister.
I don't know. I think it depends on the day.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Today.
I want your abs
Give
more
them
cut.
the truth. Damn it.
There you go.
That's fair.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're working out with Hunter, though. You got it.
Me and Hunter are having a good time working out. We're doing workout buddy stuff.
He's going to be ripped. Watch this, guys. But this was fun. Fun conversation.
She didn't want my answer. Scared.
Not. But so each week we're going to pick a conversation, and sometimes it will just be him and I. Sometimes we'll have guests. But thanks for tuning in. If you guys have topic ideas, make sure you DM me on Instagram. It's Erin Oprea. But thank you guys so much for listening, and I hope you got to know us.
Welcome to Opreas Open Mic. I hope you got some of your answers to your questions, and I hope you join us next time.
Bye, everybody.
Hey.